That's absolutely amazing.
Breathtaking, absolutely breathtaking.
It is beautiful, isn't it? And the ancient Hawaiians believed these valleys to be sacred places, holy places. So the Hawaiians would bury their royalty in the cliff faces, in lava tube caves, in the canoe. 400 years later, archaeologists would find canoes and bones out here, but they weren't sure where they were coming from until they found an unexposed burial cave. One time, I saw a guy standing just to the left of this tree on the ridge in front of us here. He had his hands out like he was Leonardo DiCaprio on the front of the Titanic. He's the king of the world. So you don't have to do the hiking. Look at the view he had here. You won't even break a sweat. Now let me put a song on here. Maybe you guys know this one. It's kind of appropriate for being in Hawaii and flying around here.
Okay, this one's for Gabby.
Look on the right here, if you need a little more waterfall action to make this a little more beautiful. This is called Waipo'o Falls, which is actually 800 feet tall. If you look carefully, Juan, you can see on the left of the waterfall a red dirt trail under the trees. Takes 1 hour for people to hike to that waterfall. You come in from the top up here. If you look carefully, you'll see a guy in a white shirt about 2 inches up to the left of the waterfall.
Over the rainbow, bluebirds fly, and the dreams that you dream of, dreams really do come true.
See him under the trees taking a rest in the shade? There's a whole group of people there. I'll do my parade wave again.
Trouble melts like lemon drop. Above the chimney top, that's where you find me, oh, somewhere over the rainbow.
Look at that, isn't that gorgeous? That's the top of the island way up there. It looks kind of unimposing from here as it gently slopes up to the top, just like a hill. But that's 5,000 feet up. Later, when I take you to the other side of the island, it's going to be shore level, flat, and then go straight up 5,000 feet. It's pretty cool. That's what we refer to as the crater, only we're on the back side of it. Now let's climb out of the canyon on the west rim. This is Highway 550. You can see it gets right next to the rim there.
What a wonderful world. Skies of blue and I see clouds of white and the brightness of day. I like the dark and I think to myself, what a wonderful.
All the way down is the Barking Sands United States Navy Military Airfield and the Pacific Missile Range facility.
The colors of the rainbow, so pretty in the sky, are also
because that's all military water out there, we stay up here. They do submarine training out there. They flew F-22 Raptors out there. The naval vessels will launch missiles and they'll shoot them down. So it's kind of in our interest to stay up here until we get past that era.
I hear babies cry and I want.
You can see the beach down there. That's the end of the road on the west side. You cannot drive around the island of Kauai. The road ends over here, and on the north side, way out to the other side there, it ends. So there's no road from about here all the way around. Now tomorrow evening around 5:15, you guys will make 2 passes along the coast here. At 5:15, you'll begin on the east side. I believe you turn around and go back the other way. I've only worked until the 1 pass. Then by then, I'm back on the ground at the end of the day, and we don't see you do the other one. But guests have told me they've done the cruise twice, that it does it twice. So I believe them, but I don't know that for a fact.
Find me, oh,
Up on the right, the red roof building there, that's Camp Sloggett, a Boy Scout camp. Kind of a neat spot to have a camp. All right, troop, we're going to Kauai for our scouting, shooting arrows expedition. Cool, yeah? Mom, we'll be back in 3 days.
Sounds like a great time for the kids.
Right? The white balls here, if I didn't mention, is the Pacific Missile Range Facility's radar tracking station. Anything coming inbound from the Pacific will be picked up there, and there's an Air Force one up on the top up there. That one's not really used anymore so much. I remember when the first Polynesians came to the islands here, they came from the Marquesas Islands near Tahiti. That's about 2,400 miles south of Hawaii. They came in 800 AD. That was kind of quite the adventure to get here. But they would land on the Big Isle of Hawaii first, disperse out, eventually making their way over here to Kauai. So when the first people came to Kauai, they would live here on the Nepali coast. Take a look at this. This is a half-mile drop into the valley below. Down below you, Michael, is an ancient Hawaiian fishing village called Nualolokai. This. Do you remember King Kong, Michael, back in the 70s?
I certainly do.
They came out of the fog and they landed on the island right there on that beach. Went under the arch. Jeff Bridges took pictures of Jessica lying at the waterfall, then went in and found the wall, then the natives, and then Kong. This is where they landed.
That is cool.
Now this is Honopu Valley, which is the Valley of the Kings. This is where they buried the royalty when they lived on the coast here in the beginning. I'm going to slow down and turn around here because, well, probably have to. But this is a cool spot. You know, this is a view you just won't get every day in life. Take a look at this on the left here. Remember, this is also where they filmed Pirates of the Caribbean with Johnny Depp, right at the shoreline there. Look at that.